All right, all right, all right, all right. Was that hey, mama? Got me a new guest today. Got my baby girl trying to learn the business.
Ava in the house.
Baby girl trying to learn the business and see what she can do. And we got Mr. CJ with us helping us out. Today we are going to go over comping. So yesterday for some reason, I had a lot of people hit me up for deals. Like three, actually four. And these are different people that we even contacted. Like I had some referrals, people that I do work with in real estate that we're in the same kind of community. And
Yeah.
so she sent me like a good property in Austin, which I'm pretty excited about talking about. Well, not talking about because I really don't know too much about it yet, but I'm gonna talk to him today after this, and then we have another one that one of my homeboys sent me. They're trying to work something out too. The seller's really motivated to sell because they have another property. So they're open. And I'm gonna talk to them today. And then Sarah actually she texted me. She sent me like four different properties actually
Wow.
that are off market. She was like, "Yeah, just let me know what you think about them, and get back to me." So that's really good,
Thank you,
really good.
Lord. That's what I'm
Absolutely.
talking about.
Absolutely. So, um, I'll be looking into those. But we're gonna do some comping today. We're gonna do some comping. I think I have things finished up with Lance too. I just gotta let him know we'll be talking about. I think I figured something out that may work out for both of us and get him what he wants, because that's kind of what I'm all about.
Yeah.
So I want to see how that works. Um, I want to see how
I'm
that
curious.
works.
What did you do? Did you just change something, or did you add
Not
something?
really. Not really. All I did is probably take something away that I feel like I can maybe leverage a little bit.
Okay.
Um, that's really it. I don't even know if I even really want to go that route with it, but it's kind of I'm trying to see exactly how I want to like for sure do it. Where either way that he picks, it's gonna be in my benefit type of thing. So,
Yeah.
like when we play Connect Four, you have like a two way.
Yeah.
It's like if you go here, I'm gonna win, but if you go here, I'm still gonna win.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. You know
Bet.
about that, right? I be whooping her at Connect Four. I don't let her win it at all. I'm
Getting less points.
you have been getting less points, but Dad don't let you win, do you? Do I let you win?
You gotta earn it. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
my Nini kind of lets me
Well,
win
no, her
though.
Nini's just trash at it. But when Daddy plays you, do I let you win? Yeah, no, I don't let you win. I be going in. I don't miss a step when I play
Full
her.
strategy.
Full
That's what I'm talking
strategy.
about.
Cool. So with that being said, man, let's go ahead and comp some properties. I usually like going out of Texas because of the issue we ran into yesterday.
Yeah.
Texas is a non-disclosure state, same as I think North Carolina and maybe a few other states, where they don't post the sold properties a lot unless you have that MLS access. So
Yeah.
I am going to go where everyone else can go. Um, and try to find properties because I want to make it as relatable as possible for you guys that don't have the same software that I do. Um, so with that being said, let's go to where you want to go. Do you know your states? What state are you in?
Texas.
Okay. What's another state?
Let's go.
Frisco? That's a city. That's close though. Let's do
Texas.
no, we can't do Texas. We gotta do a different one. CJ, pick a state.
Uh, Oklahoma.
Okay, Oklahoma's cool. Let's do Oklahoma. So we're gonna comp some properties in Oklahoma. Um, we're gonna find some for sale properties. We're gonna find some, and we're gonna comp them, see if they're what it is. Um, I'm gonna do probably one or two. Then I'm gonna have CJ pass it off. I want him to apply what he just learned and also
Bet.
do it. Cool.
Bet.
But
Come on,
so,
all in one. I need you to load.
oh, you don't need that.
I don't need all in one.
Hmm.
Oh, bet. Okay.
Nah. Nope. It's gonna be just straight looking at the maps. All right.
So are we going to Zillow or?
Yeah, I'm on Zillow right now. Can you see my screen?
Yep, it's loading up.
Okay. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, so they can see my screen. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kick us out of it. What does this look like? Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna do that though. So I'm gonna just kick us out. So we're on Zillow right now. We're gonna go and I know Taylor said she had a property that she wanted me to comp. So she may hop on a little bit later and send me that. But until then, let's go ahead and go to Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Oklahoma City, sure. I don't know what the most populated city in Oklahoma is. I would assume it's Oklahoma City, but I could assume.
I would assume
it could be like Durant or something like that. I only know like 2 cities, really. All right, let's go over. This looks like it's a lot of sold over here, so I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go to for sale. I'm gonna zoom in over here. Zoom in. I'm gonna go right over here where this little thing is. So let's go for. I like this 196. What's this 196 doing? So let's go into it. All right. So we're looking at the pictures. They recently did a price cut about 8 days ago. So this is 17th, yeah. About 8. No, that's 8 days. Okay, I'm sorry. 8 days ago, they recently did a price cut. Pictures.
Why do they have all the cabinets open?
I don't know. Obviously, the cabinets need work to them, right? You need to do work on the cabinets. It looks like maybe like they like almost like ran out. They didn't straighten things up at all. Still dust and stuff on the floor. This could be like a pre-foreclosure maybe, or like a hoarder house, or somebody that was in some kind of situation where they just had to leave. Or maybe like a deceased person that something like that, right? So this house needs work, right? Very little work, but it needs work. And right now it's for 196. Let's see if that's a fair price, which I'm almost sure it is compared to the other properties I saw in the area. This has been listed for. Need some polish. Oh, it's a short sale. So guys, what a short sale is basically the person owed their mortgage, their payoff is more than what the house is actually worth.
Wow.
So in this state, the house is worth not a lot at all. When it's in short sale, it's kind of already to the point where the bank agreed to take less than what the house is actually worth to settle it. Short sale agents really don't care about the sellers, nor do they probably even know the sellers. It's to a point like where they're just trying to get a check because this house has to get sold. I wonder if this looks like a pretty decent price, honestly. I wonder why it's underwater like this. Home is listed, bank approved pricing, offer below listing will not be presented. Wait, what is it? Offers below listing will not be presented. Realtor, please thoroughly read realtor remarks. Now I'm actually kind of curious on this one.
Yeah, they're like saying they're not going to go any lower than what it's listed as.
Yeah, but I'm wondering why. Wondering why it's been listed for so long if it's this discounted. Like there has to be something else going on with it.
Yeah.
This is actually a pretty big house. It's actually a pretty big house. Definitely. I'm kind of interested now. Now I kind of. This is huge. It's 2,500 square feet. Like that's really big for a 4-bedroom house, in my opinion. For one story, 4-bedroom. I'm gonna write the address down. 81. But let's go into Component, see where it should be priced at and stuff like that, or what should we be offering on it and things of that nature.
Okay. I'm trying to follow you, but my Zillow is moving super slow.
Well, no, just look on my screen, and you can do it after that.
I got you.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so let's go and see the surrounding properties and what they're kind of doing. We were right. Oh, where was it at? Oh, there it is. So we're right here, right? Move that over here. remove this boundary area so we can kind of see everything. Preferably, we would want to find houses that were sold right in this little area. So let's hope that we can find something like that. What am I? Oh, I didn't even know I had parameters in here. Okay, well, okay. I'm gonna leave those in because I don't want to mess I don't want to mess too much with that. I'm gonna just go right here. So yeah, we have plenty of homes that sold. Plenty of homes that sold there. Now I want to narrow it down and say the last 3 months. For this, so that's a lot better because I don't want to find houses that sold, like we said, outside the parameters we talked about last time. So let's go for here. Now that 196 makes a lot more sense, right? Because why it hasn't sold? It's because it's so close to these property prices that if I try to fix it up, I'm not gonna really make any money from it. But let's just go ahead and go ahead and find out where we're at. This one sold in December. Not really much pictures. I'm not gonna really pay attention to that. Here's a better one sold in January of this year. Okay, cool. So here's some good pictures. It's a 3.2. It's about 2,400 square feet. I'm not mad at the 3.2. We can just add a bedroom, add a bath, kind of maybe add about 20,000, 15 to 20,000 for that. To compensate. This one sold for 250.
Yeah, it looks a lot more up to date than the other one did.
Yeah, it does look a lot more up to date, definitely. Okay, maybe I looked at this wrong. Yeah, this looks a lot more up to date. The clean floors, they got a little wet bar, that's pretty cool. Nice little dining room area, kitchen looks decent. Really good actually. Yeah, that little office area. This could count as a room, but it doesn't have a closet, so it's not a room, but it's like a little office area.
Yeah.
This house looks really good. This is a good comp. It's a good comp. So, no, baby, this is way too far. Nice little deck back there. This is a really nice house. Okay. So, I'm not sure about year builds. Where is the year build? Year built. Where's the information? There we go. 1982. I don't remember what ours was. I'll remember that. 1982. 3.2. So typically when I'm off by like a bedroom or a bathroom, I may add about $7,000 to $10,000, add or minus. So for this instance, if we're saying that the ARV right now, because this is a good comp, ARV after repair value, so after everything's repaired, the value of it would be 250. I would take that 250 and then add like another 20,000, 10,000 for the bedroom and 10,000 for a bathroom, something like that.
Okay.
And so our ARV at that point would be 270. And me being conservative, I might say 265. So at 265, how much work do we need to do to kind of get it to that point? A lot of times people would do this is like the older way, I guess, not an older way, but like the basic way of doing things. They'll take the ARV and they'll multiply it by 70%. So we'll do 265. Wait, before I go, are you following where I'm going? What I'm talking about?
I can't see where you're at.
Oh, you can't see? No, I meant like, do you know what I'm talking about as far as like where I'm at as far as like talking about things?
So you're saying the 265 is what we would try to market it at, right?
Yes, the 265. If we were to fix the other house at, we would list it at 265 because that's kind of where this house kind of adjusted and it's kind of telling me.
Yeah.
Now I don't know, the house that we have has a deck and stuff like that, so really I might say like 260. So I'll say 260. That deck is pretty cool. So I would take that 260 and multiply it by 70%. So I have 180, and then they would what that 70% thing is basically saying I'm taking off closing costs, I'm taking off realtor fees, I'm taking off sometimes repairs, or typically what they'll do is they'll minus repairs too. from that number. It's a long way of doing things, but it's like a simple way if you want to just like, hey, I'm looking for, 70% of ARV, then that's what the buyer's looking for. Some
Yeah.
buyers may say like, hey, I do buy in this area. I typically buy at like 65 to 70% ARV. So that means you got to get the property under that amount to sell it to them at that. Let me try to make that make sense a little bit. Here, let me I think it's time to use this thing. Because I feel like the way I'm explaining it is not doing it justice if I just maybe write it down and show you guys what I mean.
Okay.
So let me do that. All right. So give me 1 second. How's my working, please? Dead. Oh, it is dead. I didn't charge it the right way. Well, we can't use that yet. So I'll explain it. Why did I charge that way? That was so weird. Yeah, that's so weird. Anywho, let me see if I can just break this down a little bit simpler. So whenever a buyer is saying that I'll buy 70% of ARV, say for instance we're using this example, it's 250 ARV, right? I'm sorry, 260 ARV. And so if that buyer said I'll buy at 70% ARV, that means they're gonna buy it at that times 70%. They're gonna buy it at 182. So that means to you, you got to get it under 170. You got to get it under contract for under 70% ARV because you got to sell it to him at 70. So if I want to get it at 65% ARV, that means I got to offer 260 times 65%. I gotta buy it at 160 or 169, and then I'm gonna sell it to that buyer at 182, but that's 70% ARV. You know what I mean?
Okay. So if we were trying to get this property to pass it down to somebody or pass it to somebody else, we would need to get it at, the 65% because he's gonna want to buy it at the 70%.
Exactly. That's essentially kind of what I mean.
Is that why a lot of people get what they call lowball offers from investors?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And nowadays, since the interest rates kind of rose a lot higher, buyers are wanting a bigger discount. So now you're having to go to like, they're saying, I don't want to buy nothing unless it's like 60% ARV or 50% ARV. That means you have to get it at like 45 to 40% ARV. And that's like half the price of what it would be at. So that's where they're coming at, like where they're going to get lowballed and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was
what is ARV? Does that mean like after something value?
Yeah, ARV is after repair value. So after you repair, after we repair that $196,000 house, after we repair it, how much is it worth? And we try to figure that out based off, the other properties in the area. We evaluate it like this is a similar property to the one we're trying to do, and it's fixed up already. So I can probably get around this amount of money at this point to if I were to fix this house up to look like 2024 condition.
Okay,
that's what people mean by ARV. All right. So once I fix up the house, I want to look like this. Then I can probably sell it for about 250, 260. And then we use that number to work backwards and figure out how much we would offer on that house. So I know why the house is on the market for so long at 160 or 196 and it hasn't moved. It's because just when I did that at 70%, which buyers are going to buy it probably at 60%. So just because of that, that's the reason why it's been sitting there. I'm
curious, are they marketing it at that or that 70%?
No, they're marketing it at because the bank approved a short sale. So the bank is like, hey, I already know I'm gonna take a loss on this. I just don't want it to go lower than this amount.
Okay. So
the bank already is like in the process, like, hey, we're just gonna take this property back. We're gonna short sell it. It's gonna be lower than what we are owed So that's not gonna pay off the debt that is owed, but it's just at this point we might as well just, try to recoup some losses so it's not a bigger loss and whatever.
So if somebody buys this property, do they accrue that debt as well, or they just buy it flat and the bank
No.
just
So
lets it
typically
in?
when they buy it out like either with their own money, like cash, if they got 196 sitting around somewhere, they could do it that way, or they can just get another bank and just finance it out and be like, hey, I'm gonna buy this house at 196 and do that whole the bank may finance 70 or 80% of it. You got to bring the other 30 to 20 and finance it that way.
Yeah.
It's obviously the different fix and flip, or you can make it a rental, right? Is it going to be worth making a rental? It depends on what your strategy is. I'm thinking the best thing. I don't know how Oklahoma is with pad splits, but that's what I would probably do with it, or maybe even Section 8. But again, I don't know what the rates are over there in that city. So, yeah, it's kind of tight. It is in was it? It is in Oklahoma City, so I don't know if that's a popular area. What's up, baby? We'll go down and eat. Yes. No. Maybe. Go ask your mom. Okay, go get some. Yeah. Cool. So that's one property we probably comped. So let's go ahead and do another one real quick. That was a little easy. I don't even know where the property went now. Oh, because it was there for so long. Let's go back here. All right, let's do which one? I guess I'll do this one.
The 339 or 375?
The 275.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this one.
A 4 and 3.
Yeah, it's another 4.3. It's a good square footage house. This in Texas would have been like a lot more money.
Yeah, it would have.
It's a decent looking home. I mean, it's fixed up, right? It's not like it's not like it's pretty open concepts, and it's a decent looking home. It's pretty big and everything like that. So, this actually might be underpriced.
Hey.
Underpriced for a retail buyer. Yeah, as far as an investor, we probably would still offer a lower amount. It's been on the market for 9 days. Yeah. And it already has, 1,300 views, 81 saves. So this house is getting a lot of attention because it's definitely in a good.
So it's an investment property, right? Or are they just market?
No, it's not an investment. This is this is actually a property. Okay. Just it looks like a family was living there at the time. Oh my gosh, look at these property taxes. 2,500. I wish. I don't know.
I wish.
I know it's nowhere near that. I think it's like 6,000.
Ooh, bless the Lord.
Man, Texas. Anywho, so yeah, cool. So we got the property. It's a 1985 build. It's a 4.3, it's a 2,200 and 2,300 square foot home, give or take. Clean cut home. See if it has anything extra we're not knowing about. No. Okay, cool. So let's go and look some comps in the area.
So we're gonna compare this house, right?
Yeah, we're gonna compare this house. Sold. That one they were offering 275. I'm sorry for that one, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. 255 was right next door. It's missing a bedroom and a bath. This one, I'm not a wood person. Like, I don't like a lot of wood. Like
it just depends on how it looks.
Yeah, I definitely don't like carpet.
Yeah.
But it's a clean home. Has a lot of pictures. That's a thick I don't know if it's just a picture, but that's a thick
island. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, that marble is thick.
Yeah. It's expensive. Carpet everywhere. I think okay, maybe one of those rooms is not counting as a bedrooms. I'm like, I saw 3 bedrooms already. Oh no, that was just 2. Okay, that's a really nice master.
Mm-hmm.
So this home is really nice. Okay, so no, I'm not tripping. That's 4 rooms. Unless it just took different angles. They did take different angles. Okay, that's 3, and okay, got you.
It's a decent backyard and everything.
So this is the 4th room. That was the 4th room, but it doesn't have a closet, so it didn't count as a room. Okay, so this is a nice home. It's a really nice home. So they sold this for $258. 258. The other house they were trying to sell was, you got some? You got a bag and everything. Let me see. So they sold for 258. It's a nice little backyard, everything like that. This I feel like is a pretty decent comp. It's a year built. I'm trying to find it as we speak.
You said you'd only add like 15,000 for a new bedroom and bathroom, right?
Yeah, give or take 15 to 20, depending on like how nice that bathroom is. That bathroom in the other house wasn't all that, so I'll probably add 15.
Okay.
Open house, blah blah blah. What's up? 1992, which is fine. It's within that 10-year gap. Okay, cool. So this one's a pretty good comp, but this comp would drive the price down in a sense. Now, if I want to add a bathroom to it, add a bathroom to it, and maybe a bedroom, but a bedroom is already technically there. So I'm really not gonna do that. They just have a closet, so I'm not gonna even do that. I'm gonna just kind of leave that there. I'm gonna add about 8,000. Actually, I'm gonna add about I'm at 7,500 to make that a round. What is that? 265, 500.
Okay.
Kind of ARV. Only because all I would really want to add is a bathroom if necessary to kind of compete with the other property. So I'm saying ARV is 265 right now based off that property. Now, you don't want to just go based off one home. You want to go based off like a couple of them. So let's go ahead and go to this higher one. Okay. So 3.3 is closer. Missing a bedroom. Square footage is higher in this one. Let's go. Your build 1982, so that's still in the same realm. This house is pretty clean as well. Got a round driveway or a little ranch style driveway. High ceilings. Neat kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
For farmer sink. Okay. It's nice looking home. Bathroom looks decent. Oh, really? I like that. I like that a lot. That tub. Okay. It's another good comp. Oh, it has an outside grill. That's definitely adding value. That might be a good plus in it. Now the other thing doesn't have that per se, but that's I'm not gonna add too much adjustment. That's a really big backyard.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't catch
Is that a pool?
Would I miss it?
Is that a pool?
I didn't see one.
Hey, go back one more.
This one? Oh, one more.
Yeah. One more the other way. Oh no, that's just the patio. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think they have a
I
pool.
thought that was a pool over there. I was like, where was that hidden?
They do really have a really big backyard though. Yeah, I gotta see what the square footage on or the lot size on this one, but this one's a huge home. So that's another reason why mine sold for that high. Oh yeah, they got a quarter of an acre. They got over a quarter of an acre.
Yeah, in Texas, that'd be almost $1 million home right there.
Well, I don't know. Probably, I don't know. definitely be higher than
500 to 600,000.
Yeah, no, definitely be up there. But the lot size is killing the other one. The other one only had like 7,000. This one has a quarter is about, what is a quarter? I think it's over a quarter. I want to say it's like 14. I think a quarter is like. Now I can't remember. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah, that's what it says. I'm about to pull out the old Google.
Acre. Acre in square feet. Okay, yeah. So if I'm doing
43,000.
0.36, Yeah, so I was right. I said 14, but it's actually 15,000 square feet, 15,600 um for that size. And the other one we were looking at is 7, so that's double it. So we can't even really use this one as a comp. That lot size is killing. Let's go here. That's a 6-bedroom, 4-bathroom, a lot bigger square foot home. And so for 280, that don't
What kind
make
of
sense.
homes are these?
Yeah, that don't make sense.
What about that that 270 right there?
270. This is a 3.3, 2250-ish square foot home.
Did we look at this one already?
No.
It's got a similar inside to it.
Yeah, all of them have that parking. No, we haven't seen the kitchen, but that tile is so nothing special. I don't know why they showcasing the kitchen like that. Okay. That was decent. For 280, it was a 3.3.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 270. It's a 3.3. And they're going for 275. This was back in September. I'm hesitant to use it as a comp, but but that was before technically the winter slowdown. I feel like it really slows down like right August, September. Probably really August is when it really slows down. But September you might catch some people. Okay. I'm still not convinced. 270. I mean, it's a decent comp. We got basically 265 and we got one for 270. And we haven't went to this one. This is a 3.2. It's bigger square foot. This one looks like it's not cleaned at all. Carpet, it's like, stuff like right here.
Yeah.
Bulges in the carpet. Looks terrible pictures.
Yeah.
Small kitchen. It's not small, but smaller than the other ones. Not as open.
Reminds me of some of the older homes that we do estate sales in.
Yeah, they got like that carpet and you don't like it either? It was like, ew. This is like a really old home and the pictures are terrible. Okay, so this one sold for 255. I wouldn't use this one as a comp because it's not fully renovated.
Yeah, I was about to say we'd have to do so much work to even.
Yeah. So I'll do this one. This is probably the last one out of this one, just to kind of get a feel for it. This sold in September as well. So 4.3. Okay, that's good. 2,500 square feet sells about 200 square foot more. That's okay. This is definitely I can already tell. Yeah. It's like I feel like this is actually like a staged home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, no, but it has all this stuff on the refrigerator, so probably not.
Okay, I was about to say like a show home.
Yeah, but usually they're not gonna have all that stuff on the refrigerator, or all this stuff. Oh, okay. So this one sold. Yeah, all they have closed too. So when I say like when they don't show like the closet having closed, that typically means a fix and flip. It's because of stuff like this.
Yeah.
So this one sold for 330. Let me see what that lot size is looking like. But that's the other one that went really big is for 9,000. So it's a little bit better. Again, I only think the subject property only had, I think it was 7,000 lot size. This one's closer, but is it this price point closer? That I do not know. Marvis. Let me look at the other pictures. Maybe I'm missing some in the backyard that is just making this house everything.
I was supposed to say it's like you don't feel like this house was worth what it sold for.
I'm really trying. Oh, this is nice. I'm really trying to find out where it's coming from. They got a little skylight in there and a nice little. No other house out this though. So far that's a big thing. It's a really nice backyard.
Maybe the guy only compared it to like some houses next door to it or something.
Well, usually they go out like at least half a mile, and they kind of compare
Yeah.
it to other ones. Now, the other thing is what they could do is what is that? Oh, they just scratched that out. What they could do is like they only go based off of the certain subdivision, meaning like the different builders may build different types of houses at that point in time.
Yeah.
So this one may be like one of the newer ones compared to the other one, which may have been like an older one. 330. I would not. I kind of want to use it as a comp, but I kind of really don't.
Didn't they say this one was made in 92?
This one was built in, let's see. Yeah, 92. So it's still within that 10-year time difference. Ours was 1985.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go back to ours real quick because I'm curious. It's 4.3. 1995. So yeah, 770. So that's not terrible on that lot size.
So I'm curious because you said that we would market this one at like 265, right?
Yeah.
So what would we have offered them in order to get it?
So since it's already fixed up, we would be looking at a whole different spectrum. We would be looking at as a rental. So then that's what we would actually go into, finding out how much rentals are, going into the calculator, seeing like, how much property management be, etc. Those type of things. So then we would go into the calculator at that point and kind of underwrite it, which we can do still. We can do that real quick. So they want 270 for it. So I'm sorry, 275. And a typical, bank is going to ask you about, 20, let's just say 25% because you're a new investor, right? You don't really have any
Yeah.
rental history. You don't kind of have nothing like that going. So let's do that times 25%, which is 68,750. That's how much you're going to have down. Again, you're a new investor, so it might give you a pretty hefty rate. Again, I'm probably exaggerating this 9.35, but let's just say that's what it is. Now you're at 1711. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna type in 1711. Zero this out real quick until we get there. Property taxes, I think was it was like 24, I think 100.
24 or 26, something like that.
Yeah, and then I'll leave insurance around that amount. It's probably not gonna be nothing too much more. I'll probably do 2,000 just to be safe. About 2,000. Our capex and maintenance can be 5%. Management, say, pay ourselves 10%. And just in case, we have to evict somebody, go to court, we miss a payment, whatever the case is, we'll leave that at 5% for vacancy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start there. Now we're gonna go back over to the address. We're gonna copy it if I can find it. We're gonna copy the address, just the address. Come on, there we go. Copy the address, and we're gonna go to rentcast.io. Right over here. We're gonna paste the address. Click here. Let it fill in everything else. Just make sure it's right. It's a 4.3. It's a 4.3. Search again. And they're saying based off in this area, we could probably get about 1,800 for this rental. So from right there, you can already tell, but we'll just do for kicks and giggles. 1,800 is about 21,600 annually. Just from the principal and interest. Again, this is just principal and interest only. It's not clouding the tax and insurance. We're only maybe $90 off from that, so it's already looking bad.
Yeah.
But let's just keep it going. Let's figure out what we need to do. So we need to obviously drop this number a lot. So let's go back and figure out what we gotta do. So we would probably have to offer, I'm thinking 160. What's 25%? 160 times 25%. It's 40,000. It's 40,000. Yeah. Okay. So now we're at 995.
Okay.
995. Now we're looking a lot better, but we're still not
a
there.
little better.
A little bit better. Now we're at least positive, but we're really not because we got to figure out where we're getting this $40,000 from. So we can get this from, let's say, I hit up CJ. CJ had $40,000 to send somewhere. He said, I want to put it into real estate and make money. I want to make double-digit returns on my money for about 2 years. He said, okay, CJ, I can put your money into this property. It's going to be backed by real estate. So that way, your money's going to be always kind of, growing, right? And it's on a tangible asset. So CJ says, I'm gonna charge you double-digit returns. I just want double-digit returns on my money because my money's not making no money in the bank. It's getting charged 0.0001. I want to make 10% on my money. So he said, okay, Mr. CJ, you give me $40,000 down, and let me say that it's not just $40,000. So let's backtrack. It's gonna be $40,000 just for the down payment. That's not including, paying for the lender, paying for the origination fees, paying for the upfront points, paying for the closing costs, paying for all those other miscellaneous stuff that you'll need, inspection, appraisal, all that kind of stuff you have to pay for. So let's bump
and
that
the
up.
agent's 3%, right?
Well, no, the seller pays that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the seller pays both agents typically. Not all the time, but typically they do. So let's bump that up to 55,000. That I'm gonna ask Mr. CJ for. He says, I just want to make 10% of my money. So we'll go over here to go simple interest, 10%. So that means he's gonna be getting paid right here. He's gonna be getting paid $458. Let's say $458 a month. $458 a month. All right. So now I'm back negative again. So that means I have to go back again and lower the price again. Probably let's go with 115.
And this is all contingent on you being a new
owner
and all this other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So again, if you have a better rate, then you might have but then we're just showing you how to underwrite it based off what the lender gives you. I would probably say go to the lender to see what you can get approved for as far as the rates and down payment and stuff like that beforehand. But this is like saying that you already got the term sheet and stuff like that. Now you can go back and do your homework, and see how much you really can offer. Like you got pre-approved times 25%. Now we're at 28. 750, and now we're at 1715. All right, and now we don't owe CJ 55 anymore. We only took 28 from him, and we're gonna add like probably let's have I don't know, plus 14,250, so 43,000. Now we only owe you 43,000. Now we owe you 358. It's not helping a lot, but now we're literally
breaking even.
You break even at 115.
Bro, listen. Okay.
Yeah. So is it really worth doing all that work? And then that's where like sellers come in and say, oh, you're lowballing me, but it's like literally that's all I can do. Yeah. And so I'm giving you a price that's $160,000 less than what you asked for. But it's only because that's what I can do as a rental. Now, that's just a long-term rental. Now, there's other types of rentals you can do to raise up the income. Remember, there's two different ways you can try to make it work. You can either lower this amount, the interest amount, or the principal interest amount, or you can bring up the revenue amount. So that's other strategies like Airbnb, midterm rentals, pad splits, Section 8 sometime. What's some other ways? Domestic house for women, where you partner with like somebody that works for the city. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Sober livings, all that kind of stuff you can do to kind of bring up this 1,800 to bring in more revenue, so it can make sense. So, I just want to work that out for it.
Okay. I was just curious because we were talking about selling the property at like 260 or whatever. So I was like, but the property was listed for 275. So I was like, the question became of how much are we actually getting the property for in order to even have that conversation of comping it at the 260. So I was just trying to figure that out.
Yeah. No. So it's It depends on who the buyer is. Like, if I'm buying it as a some I'm gonna live in, if it makes sense for my income, my lifestyle, then cool. Now, if I'm an investor, it gotta make sense for my extra strategy. And typically, you want to have two extra strategies. You want to have, if I plan on fixing flipping it, I need to know that I can buy it at a deep enough discount just in case if I don't sell it in the time frame I want to, I can turn around and rent it to something else. So you always want to make sure you have two different strategies. That's why even if it does make sense on fix and flip, you may have to go even lower than that just to make sure it makes sense as a rental too on
Yeah.
the price. But you don't want to be stuck, especially in a market that that just happened where the rates just kept going up and like a lot of flippers were holding on properties longer than they expected.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. I don't know if you'll have time to. Do you want to do one real quick?
Yeah, I could try to do one.
Okay.
Do you think it'd be easier for me to like point from in the screen that I'm looking at now, or do you want me to share my screen?
Oh yeah, but your thing is slow, isn't it?
It's slower than snails.
Um, I don't know. Because I don't want to. You can go from my side. Go from my screen, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's actually pick a different area. Let's go over. Oops. What is going on? All right, let's go over here in this area.
I'm still looking at the underwriting screen.
Oh, here we go. On this area.
And these are for sale.
I'll pick the house for you. I'll let you go. I'll let you pick around it. So this is the one that's 315 right now.
Yeah.
So just from looking at it, what are you thinking? Is this going to be a fix and flip? Is this going to be like a rental? What's the idea?
More than likely a rental. Like the lighting is good on it. It doesn't. I don't know what year it's built. It doesn't look that old to me personally. But I know my taste is a little bit older than my generation is used to. Oh no, that definitely looks a little older. It definitely looks a little older. The backyard and the bricking.
Yeah,
that right there. Yeah, that right there is what made me think of it being older.
It probably is an older house. I would agree with you. I would think it's a rental. I would think it's rent ready right now, actually. If you really just wanted to fix it up, you could, but again, we don't know what the ARV is to kind of even see if it's even worth our time trying to fix that up to be, because there's definitely some times like where you can get a property that's like a really big discount, but they really don't need that much work. And you just put some lipstick on it and sell it again and make a really big profit from it. That definitely happens a lot. About 10,000 square foot, lot size, 1993. Okay. Cool. So let's go back to search. We're right here. Let's see what the solds are looking at. We were right here before. So we can go to these.
Yeah. I'm thinking that I was looking at the 285, but we could look at the 353.
Okay. So this one's sold.
Oh, it's huge. It's 0.35 acres.
0.35?
Yeah.
Acres?
That's what it said.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for the size of the lot.
So it's about $15,000 or 15,000 acres. So yeah, this is already wait, did I click on this one? It says it's sold for 430. Oh, it's for sale. I'm confused right now.
I am too. I thought that was the one we clicked on.
It says open house like it's for sale right now.
And the price changes when we click on it.
Yeah.
It says 285 there, but then turns into 430.
I don't know. They probably recently sold it or something. I don't know what's going on. This one sold, so we'll just go to this one.
Okay, so 2,600 square feet. It definitely looks a little bit newer than the other home does.
Yeah. I would say
at least on the inside, renovation side, at least. The carpet
the touches are a lot better as far as good. Yeah.
And the kitchen's pretty decent. It's open, and the bathroom looks a little dated.
I really like that. It's pretty dope.
That right there.
Yeah,
that is pretty cool. The bathroom looks a little dated, but it's doable. They have newer fixtures in it at least.
Yeah, this one's not bad. This is probably a pretty up to date kitchen area. And not bath. I'm sorry, bathroom area, but the property looks updated. In a sense, like it's ready. This I'm not gonna say it was a fix and flip. It could have been a fix and flip. Based off the finishes, it probably could have been. I don't know about that flower wall, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure a home flipper would have just painted that wall white, but maybe they liked it and wanted to keep it. But I think that's a pretty decent job. So 4-3, 2600. Do you remember what the subject one was?
I believe ours was a 3-3, wasn't it?
I wasn't paying attention. I was really just clicking it for you. Let me see.
I was thinking of so many things at the same time. I'm sorry.
3-3. Yeah, you're right. 2400. And what was it? 1993 or something? Yeah, 1993.
93.
Okay, got you. Let me see. Okay, and we can look at this one. So I'm sorry. So how would you feel about what kind of ARV based off this property? Actually, let's look at both of them, and then I'm gonna let you do your ARV.
Okay.
Oh, it's no pictures there, so we'll just go based off that one. So just based kind of off this property right here, what would you feel like the ARV is?
So, so you're saying after we bought it and everything else, and what we would try to sell it for?
So like, do you think the pricing was right for 315 on the other property based off how you saw this property? This one's fixed up all the way and everything like that. The other one is decently pretty fixed up as well. I think the only difference I saw was this one has 200 square foot more and it has an extra bedroom. And then I think the lot size was a lot bigger, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, because what I'm thinking is it would probably be like for the extra bedroom and the renovations on the inside, like it's up to date, right?
Yeah, this one is 17 years older, actually.
So is that still in the 10-year gap?
No, it's 17 back.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Well, didn't I expect that? I would have thought that house was newer. Let's try this one.
So 4 and 2, 2300.
And since we have a 3-3, so since it's up one and down one here, I would just wash it out and just say it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And so year built, gonna check that out before we do anything. So that's it's outside that range.
And that's not gonna work.
Yeah. For example purposes, I may see this one. Yeah, for example purposes, let's just say this one was the same year because everything else is good except for the year. How would you want to do it? What would you think the ARV is or price wise?
So after renovation value? So we still have to do like the math on that, right? Like the 70% renovation value?
No. For after repair value, it's just like based off what I saw in this picture and the subject property. What do you think the house? Do you think it's properly priced? Do you think it's overpriced? Do you think it's underpriced? Do you think it's priced just right? As far as this house selling for 352, the other property you have, has 200 square foot less, has one less bedroom. How do you feel that the other property is priced? Do you think it's priced accordingly, or what are you kind of feeling?
Oh, I feel like it's actually priced pretty decently compared to this one because this one is not only more up to date as the extra bedroom, and I know you said that you would have added like 15,000 for the extra bedroom.
I
Um,
would do like 7 to 10 for per bedroom or bathroom.
7 to 10,000 per bedroom.
Yeah, yeah,
So, um, if anything, I feel like this house may be just a little overpriced compared to the other one. But
yeah.
yeah, no, I feel like the other one compared it at 315 is decent.
Okay, I would agree with you. I think you're right. I think that is pretty evenly priced. I think it's I think it's well priced. As far as I wouldn't even say really underpriced. The only reason I wouldn't say underpriced is because the way the market is right now, I think it's a price adjust to the market.
Okay.
And that way it can kind of sell. Does it need a little more touches? Sure, but it's nothing like where a homeowner's coming in there like, oh, you gotta fix this, you gotta fix that, you gotta fix this. Now we haven't walked the property physically, which pictures can only tell half the story. Um,
To know
now
if it's
I've
level and
definitely
all the
been,
other
and I'm
stuff.
sure other people, yeah, I'm sure definitely other people's been in properties where like, the pictures look so good, they took them at the perfect angles, but then when you go there, you see a crack here, you see a crack there, you see, wall paint in there, like maybe cobwebs right there,
Yeah.
the things you really don't look for in the picture because the lights are bright right here. You want to look at the whole thing, but then you don't see over here like it's a crack in the wall over here and stuff like that. So, and I really don't know if I like this marble. Like I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if that's just the texture, the accent of it. But again,
It,
it might be something might be there to see the full vision. It could just be part of the marble type of thing.
me
Like this
personally, it makes
floor
it
threw me
feel
off at
greasy.
first. Like, you see this crack right here? Like, I didn't even
Yeah.
see that last time. So, that's stuff like that, like,
Wow.
okay. I'm like, okay, maybe some stuff I'm not paying like, I really hate this wallpaper. But
And
it's
that
like
toilet was
2
changed out.
what was that?
The toilet was changed out.
Oh, did I pass that?
Yeah, in the bathroom. If you look at the bottom, and the only reason I know is because I've changed out toilets, but you can tell the ceiling was removed from the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. So, stuff like that is like, I don't it's like a washroom? Oh, I guess so, yeah. Um But yeah, it's like little here and there stuff to like it kind of makes sense why that property is lower, a lot that much lower than the other ones. So I think it's priced accordingly. Maybe it's like just right, if not a little bit over, maybe what somebody would do. So, I think that's a pretty good compensation. Hopefully, people understood kind of where we were going with that whole thing and got some more knowledge of it. Let me go ahead
So my
and
question is if we fix this home up, like let's say we bought it for and they were willing to let it go for 300, right?
uh,
And we fixed it up. Would we sell it? Would we put it back on the market after we fixed it up for like 315 or what?
well, it depends on how much money you use to renovate it.
That's true.
Um, yeah, so if like again, if it's like one of those like little, lipstick remodel type of things, and you just like maybe put like, 10,000 into it and you got it at 3,000 and selling it for, I would sell it more than 15. I don't want to sell probably for that probably 40. So that way I can like, because again, when we resell it, we gotta pay that reselling kind of cost. We gotta pay both agents, we gotta pay
Yeah.
closing costs, we gotta do all that. So all that stuff comes into factor. I typically say about 10%. It's probably less, but more or less than 10%. But I usually take 10% of whatever I sell it for. So if it's 340, I gotta take 10% off of that straight from the jump. So
That's 3,400.
that's
Okay.
3,400. So now I only got 306 left, and that's not even paying me back for my renovation that I did. That was 10,000. So at that point, I'm
Wow.
losing money.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough. So it'd be
yeah,
a lot higher than that if we renovated it, like full, like fixing the cracks in the flooring and all that other stuff.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, there you go. That was a good little competition. Was it 3 properties?
Yep.
Um, I don't know if we had any questions throughout that because I wasn't looking. They were good though. All right, cool. They were good. They were good. Cool. All right, man. Well, I think that was a good call. I'm about to get with these other guys. We're gonna restart on Monday, guys. I think this will be our 4th and final week
Yes, sir.
of our first month of calling strike agents. We had a lot of really good leads. Some that we're getting under contract with Lance. I believe we're gonna get under contract with him. I really do. Also with Sarah bringing those properties, Radia, What else? Celeste, she seems more interested into it. Paula, which is like week 1, but she finally got her. Week 4 it comes with consistent follow up they've been doing every week. She's finally getting on board. And then who's the last person? Did I say Sarah already?
Yes, he did.
Okay, that was the last person, I think. Yeah, that was the last person. And I gotta follow with
did Stella have anything with Gary or no?
So Gary doesn't like the property. I'm still waiting on other people to see if they want to take it on. I can see where he doesn't like it, and I kind of agree with him.
Yeah.
If anything, it's gonna have to be like a renegotiation with them to kind of figure that out. What's the best fit? If he doesn't want to, it's perfectly fine. I think he should rent it or really sell it, put on the market. That'd probably be the best thing for him. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to work that out with the amount that he's wanting for that seller finance. And that's just kind of how it is for that one, unfortunately.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'd rather just tell him that up front and just keep moving, and yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Yes, sir. Oh, Patricia, that's what it was. Patricia, she didn't see my email till like late, and so she's gonna look it over and get back to me about it.
Okay.
All right. With that being said, guys, you guys make sure you have a wonderful day and you stay blessed
and busy.